Hello everybody, this is Zombie. Welcome back to another Pokemon VGC video. This is the final week with the Pikachu team. It was supposed to be last week, but games were rough. Games were rough last week, so we're gonna do one more video with this team, and then hopefully by next week, the team that won Worlds will be available as a rental. It's out right now as a Pokepaste, and it has all the EVs and stuff on there, so if you want to make the team for yourself for a cart, you can. And that might end up being what I do if I have the time. And if it doesn't come out as a rental, we'll figure something else out. But yeah, we got the Pikachu, the Zacian, the Pelipper, the Rillaboom, the Urshifu, and the Incineroar. Let's get into some games, shall we? I'm already having an existential crisis here, guys. So there's many reasons why the last recording ended up getting scrapped, because of how unlucky we were. One of those was missing 7 play roughs. I just played a game that I ended up not using because I missed the first play rough, and it lost me the game because I missed it. It's like I've missed 8 play roughs across 2 recording sessions, and it's driving me insane. Can we just have a 100% accurate physical fairy move that does decent damage? It doesn't have to play rough damage. Just decent damage, please. But anyway, we have Blood Moon Ursaluna, Electabuzz, Farigiraf, Calyrex Ice Rider, Annihilate, and Smeargle. So the priority is not here for us. What I could do is just Urshifu Pelipper. Or I could use a Pikachu Zacian. How do I beat a Farigiraf? Go Incineroar and Urshifu? I think that's what we're gonna do here. Yeah, let's go Rillaboom, Urshifu, Zacian. Or sorry, Incineroar, Urshifu, Zacian. I don't need Pelipper here, right? I think I just go Rillaboom. Sorry, Pikachu. We ain't taking a Pikachu this time. I need Rillaboom for the Ursaluna. Yeah, I'm going Incineroar and Urshifu to start, because if they lead, they don't. They don't lead the what are you called? The words are hard. Farigiraf. Let's knock off the Calyrex, and I'm gonna U-turn the Calyrex. Because Urshifu is not gonna be able to 1-hit KO, and I don't want to stuck in here with Trigger. Fake Out's gonna go in the Urshifu. I kind of figured. Gonna get a big knockoff. Does almost 50% to the Calyrex. Gonna knock off the Clear Amulet and the Trigger. And the Trigger. So, we're gonna see Moody. Oh no, it's not Moody Smeargle. It's Inner Focus? Is that Smeargle's other ability? So I couldn't fake it. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't get Inner Focus, does it? Anyway, I'm gonna Parting Shot the Calyrex and bring in the Zacian. Somebody might get Spored here. Its own tempo? What is Smeargle's other ability? I kind of want to look this up, actually. We do see Spore. It's going to be into the Zacian, which kind of sucks. But it's not the end of the world either. I see the Glacial Lance. We double resist this. Yep. Smeargle is slow, so that's either Iron Ball Smeargle or Own Tempo or Technician is what it'd be. Which Own Tempo you can fake out. So that's what we do here. We go Rillaboom. We go with the Rillaboom. Give him the boom. HP will be restored on the Calyrex. Here I just fake out the dude, and then I take a turn of sleep. Back out the Calyrex. You see it decorates into the Calyrex. This attack is going to increase. But it also flinches. I take a turn of sleep. The Smeargle coaching kind of sucks. I think we invest the Fire Terra and Grassy Glide into the Smeargle. I'm sure it will live with a Focus Sash, but I don't want it to continuously coaching here. Because it's going to get off a second one, and it'll bring Calyrex to +3. Oh, they're also going to Terra here. What did they Terra into? Calyrex into Dragon? Calyrex into Fire. Okay. So my Zacian just can't do anything to it, which is really cute. Nor can my Rillaboom. My Urshifu is the only one that can do anything to it. So and we kind of need to just stall out Trick Room, which is going to be hard with a multi-leveled Calyrex. Grassy Glide into the Smeargle doesn't even do 50. Wow. I guess they were calling the Incineroar switch in, so that makes sense. They get the Spore off. The Calyrex is going to go for Glacial Lance. Incineroar is going to eat that. We're both going to eat that. Not Incineroar, freaking Zacian. Zacian stays asleep another turn. Rillaboom's asleep, so I can't Grassy Glide the Smeargle again. This is a really bad position for us, unfortunately. I have to switch in Incineroar. Incineroar can't get Spored, which is nice. How many turns of Trick Room we got left here? This is the last turn of Trick Room. So actually with Zacian, I'm going to Protect. Rillaboom gets to come back this turn. Here comes the Incineroar. In comes the Incineroar. Intimidate doesn't affect the Smeargle, but that's fine. It does affect the Calyrex, which will bring it back to neutral. Zacian does wake up and gets the Protect off. It's really nice. I'm going to see a Decorate from the Smeargle into the Calyrex, of course. We'll see the Glacial Lance. Into the Incineroar. Should take that. Not great, but takes it. Smeargle is going to get a little health. So is the Calyrex. So is the Incineroar. So is the Zacian. Twisted Dimensions will return to normal. I fake out the Calyrex here and just Behemoth the Smeargle. The Smeargle should be... Well, no, because if it has room service... Oh, the Smeargle actually switches. So whatever comes in for the Smeargle gets Behemoth. It's going to be for Rigorath. Okay, so you're stopping the fake out. That's nice. Nice for you, bad for me. But it does take a +1 Behemoth. Doesn't quite KO. The Calyrex gets another Trick Room off, which is bad. Because now it's +2. Rigorath's going to restore some HP, so it's Calyrex. So it's Incin. And Zacian. Grass does disappear this turn. Ugh. I think we're kind of cooked, unfortunately. Take a turn to Protect, but it won't matter. Yeah, the Helping Hand from the Rigorath, I think, KOs the Incineroar. I think it do. Yeah. It was a good switch. I didn't even think about the Rigorath at that point because the Smeargle had been out for so long. I guess my best play there would have been to Parting Shot the Calyrex, if I would have thought about the if I would have thought about the Free I can Aqua Jet here, which is something. I can Aqua Jet here. I'm gonna switch Zacian for the Rillaboom. It is getting rid of our -1. I'm trying not to take this Helping Hand +3 Glacial Lance. Still Trick Room as long as I can. Aqua Jet unfortunately won't KO here. Oh, I can't Aqua Jet. The freaking Farigiraf. It doesn't matter. We lost at this point. Because this is going to KO me anyway. Yeah, it KOs the Rillaboom too. Calyrex is just too strong. I truly hate the Calyrex riders. I don't know why Game 3 thought this would be fun and balanced to have in the game at all. I mean, to be fair, Miraidon beat it 4 worlds. It's just such a stupid Pokemon, and I hate it so much. There's 2 turns of Trick Room. I'm not gonna be able to win it. I can't I can't do anything. I might as well Chin Seed. Why am I even protecting? I can't do anything to the Calyrex. I mean, they have to play like I can, so I get why they thought about it for a little bit, but Farigiraf has Terra Blast, huh? What's your Terra, son? Glacial Lance. It's fine. I'm just gonna run this turn. I just run this turn. I can't win here. GG. You win. Trying to think. So I'm pretty sure the Smeargle was outspeed because I think it was room service Smeargle, not Iron Ball. So I think the Fake Out still would have gone before my Incineroars. So honestly, I think if we had Pikachu, we might have been able to do something there. Well, even then, because it wasn't Fire Terra yet on the Calyrex, so Urshifu wouldn't have been able to KO it. I was thinking Urshifu Pikachu lead, but it wasn't Fire Terra yet, and they wouldn't have Fire Terra it, so I honestly don't know what we were going to do about that. But let's get into our next battle, see if we can do something about it. Okay. The next team has a Delibird, a Ho-Oh, a Galarian Zapdos, a Raging Bolt, a Wellspring Ogerpon, and the Iron Valiant. Very fun team over there. Very fun team over there. What's the Delibird want to do? Delibird gets Fake Out. Is it faster than Pikachu, though? I guess Hustle. Hustle and Insomnia, I think, are its abilities. And Early Bird or Vital Spirit. It's. I think it gets 2 non-sleeping abilities and then Hustle. Pikachu's just kind of good in general here, so I'm gonna go Pikachu. Take a Pikachu. And then honestly, Zacian doesn't do a ton this match. Oh, I guess it's fine. It's the Ho-Oh is the only like issue for it. I could lead Urshifu. I think Urshifu's better in the back, so I'm gonna go Zacian, Pelipper, Urshifu. That does give us a problem with Ogerpon if it Terras. But also, Rillaboom doesn't do much outside of it. I mean, it gives us Fake Out support, yes, but they have 2 flying types, or 3 flying types technically. which is also an ice type, fire type. They have the dragon, so it resists grass. It's gonna be Ho-Oh and Delibird. So we have Pikachu, Zacian. The Intrepid Sword. Pikachu. I'm gonna fake out the Ho-Oh. No, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna fake out the Ho-Oh and Behemoth. Yep. Okay, we're gonna see the Terra. This Delibird could fake out or it could Tailwind here. The Ho-Oh is gonna Terra. It's gonna be Terra Ground. Oh, because it thinks I'm gonna, like, Volt Switch on it or something. And I would have next turn, but this turn I'll just fake it out. There's the fake out. Delibird also fakes out. And the Zacian flinches, and the Ho-Oh flinches. Perfect. Okay. So Zacian is faster than Ho-Oh. I am +1 here. Pikachu can actually Encore the Delibird now. And with Zacian, we're gonna go for it. I already have PTSD about missing this play rough, but we're +1. Fairy Terra. If we don't KO, the Sacred Fire is no longer super effective. So there's that. So there is that. And also, the Ho-Oh still... Like, we were running Ground Terra Ho-Oh as well. And the problem became that it was still weak to water. So, I'm kind of glad they used that Terra on the Ho-Oh, because that means the Ogre Pond has to stay water grass, which keeps it weak to Pelipper, which is nice. Oh, the Ice Shard from the... Oh, it's Weakness Policy. Okay. We have Weakness Policy Ho-Oh here. If we hit this play rough, it's dead. With the Ice Shard chip. The play rough does hit. This should kill, right? Yeah. You did. It's a fun strat. Your Ho is just a little too slow, though. Too slow. Oh, haha. Got him. I probably could have Behemoth Blade and killed after the Ice Shard, but we didn't know it was an Ice Shard. So Encore. Delibird now has to continuously Ice Shard. And what comes in? It's going to be the Ogre Pond. I'm just going to feint into Ogre Pond and play rough. Just feint into Ogre Pond and then play rough. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's post-Worlds. Stop playing Calyrex at this point, guys. We have 2 weeks left of this freaking regulation. Just have some fun for a little bit, huh? Gee whiz. I like this team. I think they needed a turn to just, like, Tailwind and Protect. I don't know that they had Protect, but they also, I would have also Encored them, so at the end of the day it wouldn't have mattered. This +1 Terra boosted. Ooh, the Ogre Pond actually holds on. Gets the Ivy Cudgel off his head and a Pikachu. My Pikachu! Why? Why do you hate Pikachu? He just wanted to take a Pikachu. So I can't really go into Urshifu here, because I'd like to lock myself into some sort of water move, but I can't do that if there's Ogre Pond with Follow Me on the field. All right. So I'm just going to Behemoth Blade this Delibird and Tailwind with Pelipper. The Delibird's actually going to switch, so something's coming into a Behemoth Blade. It's going to be Galarian Zapdos. Spiky shields from the Ogerpon, too. I was honestly just going to let your Ogerpon live this turn, so this works out for me. Behemoth Blade into the Zapdos. Just going to 1-hit KO it. And that should seal the deal. Pelipper's going to get the Tailwind off, so we're guaranteed to outspeed this Delibird now. I mean, the Delibird has Fake Out. That is a thing. But the Ogerpon did just protect. So I can Hurricane the Ogerpon as well as Behemoth Blade, and whatever Delibird fakes out, the other one just KOs the Ogerpon. And that's just a Delibird. So, more than likely wasn't Hustle Delibird. I wonder if it was I mean, it could be either or. Doesn't matter. Insomnia or Vital Spirit. They're both do the same thing. Which kind of sucks for Delibird, really. It doesn't get a second ability for its normal abilities, because it's the same as the other one. Ogerpon down. And now we can just double the Delibird, and that should be the game. Yep, battle's canceled. Alright, spirits are lifted. After that first game of just getting trounced by a Calyrex, we now get to beat up on a poor Ho-Oh team. And then we'll do one more battle here. And hopefully it's not another Calyrex. I'll fight Miraidons all day. That's fine. Calyrex just annoys the hell out of me. Oh, speaking of Miraidon, there it is. They got a bulky team over there with an Umbreon, Iron Hands, an Incineroar, Miraidon, a Grimmsnarl, and a woo-woo, Amoonguss. Woo-woo. Again, I hate Grimmsnarl. So what I do, I want to we might have to allow Grimmsnarl to get up one screen. If they lead another Fake-Out user next to it, which I assume they will, or Amoonguss, if they lead anything but Miraidon or Umbreon next to the Grimmsnarl, what if they don't lead Grimmsnarl, though? What if they lead Miraidon, somebody else? Incineroar is just going to be good here in general. Intimidates, it has the safety goggles for the Amoonguss. Amoonguss on a Miraidon team's kind of insane, right? Like, you can't Spore, but you still have the Rage Powder, but at that point you use a Follow Me Mon, right? Last Mon. Urshi. So no Pelipper, no Rillaboom. I think me not bringing Pelipper as often, like, I'm not good at non-Prankster Tailwind. I do want to be better at it. We kind of dinked around with it with the Ho-Oh team, and I think we very much underutilized it with this team. So yeah, the Incineroar lead I kind of was expecting here. Incineroar or Rillaboom or Iron Hands to stop me from getting a Behemoth Blade KO on the Grimmsnarl right away. So Pikachu will just fake out the Incineroar, reflect from the Grimmsnarl. I'm going to Behemoth Blade here. Does quite a bit of damage to the Grimmsnarl, actually. Incineroar. We don't know what move the Incineroar has, and that's what makes it dangerous right now. So I'm going to switch in my own Incineroar, and the Pikachu. I'm going to Volt Switch on the Grimmsnarl. Like, I thought about Encoring the Grimmsnarl, but at this point, it's not worth it because it's almost KO'd. So I can just do a little bit of extra chip as it sets up a light screen here. There's the attack. Light screen. Now we just have to kind of stall out these screens. There's the volt switch. It actually still KOs. Wow, Pikachu's strong. I'm glad I did an encore. So now that Pikachu can swap out, I'm going to bring in Urshifu. Yeah, bring in Urshifu. And Flare Blitz is actually into Urshifu. That's kind of crazy, man. Critical hit, so the Intimidate didn't end up mattering. That's kind of wild. You just hated my Pikachu that much, huh? Miraidon's gonna come in. Wow. I can fake out Miraidon here. Fake out Miraidon. The Incineroar switches no matter what, right? So I fake out Miraidon and also close combat. Yeah, the Incineroar wasn't staying in to get Surgeon Strike, so why Surgeon Strike it, right? The Amoonguss comes in. There's a Fungus Amoonguss. Fake out into the Miraidon. Close combat. Doesn't do nearly as much as you'd like, but of course screens are currently up. Miraidon's gonna flinch. So here, Miraidon either Draco Meteors, which is fine, or it Electro Drift. So I'm going to Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss. Actually, I can just full wall the Miraidon here. Hold on. Or, here, Parting Shot, Miraidon. Urshifu switches to Pikachu. Yeah. Urshifu will switch to Pikachu. I don't want Urshifu to get... Like, I was thinking either Zacian or Pikachu. I just didn't know if they were just going to straight... They're going to Dazzling Gleam. Pikachu doesn't take that great, but Urshifu kind of takes that pretty well. Parting Shot into the Miraidon. Going to drop its attack and special attack. And Incineroar's going to come back. Zacian can come in. What does the Amoonguss do? Pollen Puff into the Miraidon. Makes sense. Makes sense. Honestly, I don't even have to Terra here. I can just Swords Dance this turn and fake out the Amoonguss. I don't think the Miraidon... Yeah, Miraidon's going to switch. So I wanted to fake out the Amoonguss so it doesn't Pollen Puff my poor little Pikachu for no reason. The Incineroar's going to come in. I wanted that because I didn't want my attack stat dropped too much. Fake out will be into the Amoonguss. Swords Dance. So now we're +1. Amoonguss is going to flinch. This turn, to stop the fake out, I'm going to protect my Zacian, bring in my Incineroar for my Pikachu. Because Pikachu is actually kind of really pivotal here. Because it's stopping the Miraidon from being able to do anything but Dazzling Gleam when both it and Zacian are on the field. I mean, Zacian could Draco Meteor into the Pikachu, but that's such a waste for the Zacian to do. We're going to get the attack drops, which is only useful on the Incineroar, but the Incineroar fakes out this turn. Oh, it actually just Flare Blitzed into my Incineroar, which is fine. Just so fine. And we're going to see the Pollen Puff from the Amoonguss into the Incineroar. I think here I double. I double the Amoonguss. I'm going to Terra, play rough the Amoonguss. And Flare Blitz the Amoonguss. If they don't switch the Amoonguss and they switch the Incineroar instead, where it's kind of sad, but... Also, if they switch the Amoonguss for the Miraidon, and we hit the Play Rough, it's just dead. They don't switch anybody. Kind of wild. Kind of actually wild. So I get the Fairy Terra off. So I'm not weak to Flare Blitz anymore. It's a +1 Terra Play Rough. Does nothing. Cute. You see the U-turn from the Incineroar into the Miraidon. Which is still fine. Hadron Engine. Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss is going to do big boy damage. Not quite enough to KO, unfortunately. And the Amoonguss has a berry, too. Ugh. Just going to survive another round of this. It's going to Pollen Puff into my Zacian, which is going to eat that. The electricity actually disappears from the battlefield here. Okay. Protect Zacian, Parting Shot. Protect Zacian and Parting Shot. This way, if they switch to Incineroar, we're getting our Incineroar out. So we're not intimidated. God, this Amoonguss is just so chonky. That's why you use it. I was talking smack about it at the beginning. Amoonguss actually does switch. I thought the Miraidon might switch, which it still could next turn. But this is kind of nice. Oh, they're going to Terra finally with the Miraidon. Is Terra... Fairy? Terra Electric. Okay. So it's not weak to my Zacian anymore. Wow. Is it going for an Electric move on Zacian? Is it calling that I don't switch in the Pikachu here? Nope, it does just still Dazzling Gleam. That's why I didn't want to hard switch in Pikachu. Because I can't allow it to go down here. The Parting Shot. So we drop the attack and the special attack. Now I can't bring in Urshifu because the Incineroar is here for Fake Out. So the only thing I can do is bring in my Pikachu. Yo, Pikachu. Okay, the Reflect's finally gone. So, I'm going to go for a Play Rough into the Miraidon. Miraidon doesn't stay in here. It switches to Amoonguss. I'm going to Swords Dance. And then... Encore. Oh, wait. The Incineroar came in this turn, so I have to Fake it out this turn. Fake Out. Okay, the frickin' Miraidon doesn't switch out. It just Dazzling Gleams. Which Pikachu eats. Pikachu. And now I get a +1 with Swords Dance. The light screen now wears off. I'm going to bring in the Urshifu. So Urshifu threatens the Incineroar. I think I double the Miraidon here. I'm going to +1 Behemoth. And Surging Strikes. Incineroar switches. I almost Surging Strike the Incineroar. I Behemoth the Miraidon just in case it did switch to Amoonguss. Oh my god, this still does so little. Urshifu, why do you suck, dude? I don't know that a +1 Behemoth gets it from here, because it is resisted. I see the Electro Drift. Is it into Miraidon? It is. Does Miraidon take this when there's no terrain? Or Zacian? Oh, wow. It eats that. That's kind of crazy. Behemoth Blade. +1. Please, Zacian. Yes! Got the Miraidon. Whoo-wee. So Miraidon goes down. I would have preferred if it would have went down with the terrain up, because then the Amoonguss can't Spore. We've only seen Pollen Puff from Amoonguss, haven't we? I mean, it's gotta have Spore, right? It's gotta have Rage Powder and Spore, and maybe Protect. But now, it's an Incineroar and an Amoonguss, just kind of hanging out here. I can switch in my Incineroar. Battle's canceled. We worked around it, gang. So I would have swapped in my Incineroar there. We have safety goggles, so it can't be put to sleep. Bring my Urshifu back to full attack. The problem still, like, they still could have won. In all honesty, they still could have won because that Amoonguss was such good health. It would have taken me so long to KO it that their Incineroar would have put in a ton of work and possibly been able to win that still. But I think that turn right before was so demoralizing with me calling the Incineroar switch and then their Miraidon just not doing any damage to my Zacian. I think was a real dagger to them that they just canceled. Because I think that Amoonguss being such good health would have bulked so much, especially because they could just Rage Powder everything, right? My Incineroar coming in would have been helpful, but it was also at such low health that their Incineroar might have been able to just KO it before I could get rid of their Amoonguss. And then it would have been up to... I mean, Zacian still would have done decent damage, so I don't know. It could have gone either way, in all honesty. But that is going to be today's video and the last video with this team. So thank you so much for joining us today. Again, if you want to use the team for yourself, the rental code is in the description below. We didn't make any changes to this team. Usually that's what we do with these videos, is every time we try to update it. But the only real update I could have seen for this team would have been switching Pikachu to Raichu, which I didn't want to do because the identity of this team was being a Pikachu team. The only reason I'd switch Pikachu for Raichu is the speed. Having the increased speed would have been really nice. I think Light Ball actually did a ton of work because I don't think Raichu would have KO'd Grimmsnarl there. I think only Pikachu could have with the Light Ball. So yeah, I didn't really get good use out of Feint because every time I used Feint, they didn't protect. But I'm sure there's going to be great situations where you can Feint and make sure that Zacian can get his attack off. That's what it's there for. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the team down in the comment section below. If there's anything you would change other than the Pikachu. As like I said, I'm not great with non-Prankster Tailwind. It's harder for me to find a good situation to use it, to like set myself up to use it and get value out of it. So that's something I definitely need to be working on as we go into Regulation H here. Again, next week we're going to try and get the world's winning team from Luca's team. If he puts the rental out. Otherwise, I'll either try to make it myself because he did put out all the EVs and everything through the Pokepaste, or we'll just find some other team to play. Because I know the second place team, that rental code for that is out, so we could do that. But thank you guys so much for joining us today. Leave a like and subscribe if you have not already, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.